Have you heard about TrueNorth.bet? Built from the ground up to be the credible, dependable, safe gaming experience that Canadians like you are looking for. TrueNorth.bet focuses exclusively on Canada and Canadian players. TrueNorth.bet takes pride in having the best customer service in the market. They're professional, they're efficient, and they are built for you. And TrueNorth.bet has an incredible offer for you. They will match your first deposit up to $500 in bonus funds. All you have to do is visit sdpn.truenorth.bet and register to get this incredible offer. Again, that's $500 bonus funds for your first deposit, sdpn.truenorth.bet.
Has a sports trade ever made you genuinely cry and feel emotions before? They are guessing that Reimer for you is the answer, but is there a true answer?
Well, so, okay, I didn't cry for Reimer, but it was legitimately emotional because I was in Montreal for a trip and left my laptop on the plane. Did not discover this until I got to my hotel. Called the airline. They magically had my laptop at the airport in Lost and Found. And I got Andrew Berkshire to pick me up and drive me to the airport. And I was so happy and so relieved. And on the way there, Reimer got traded in a hunk of shit trade. And I was like, cool, my favorite goalie is gone, and they also got nothing for him. So that's great. So that one made me sad. Felix Potvin for Brian Berard. Felix Potvin was my childhood idol. I was devastated by that.
And
pretty good trade.
And you were at an age where that's like the most emotional thing in the world.
I was 10.
There you go. Yeah.
I was 10 when that happened, because that would have been late 98, I think. Yeah, I was really sad about that one, and like was reluctant to accept Cujo, and then he was really good. So I was like, all right, fair enough. But yeah, I was pretty cheesed. I only saw Felix Potvin play live once.
Jesse, I want to ask you that question. Who was it for you?
Vince Carter moving was pretty emotional for me.
That was
I think
tough.
every Toronto kid, I think that era, because especially as a kid, when you don't know the inner politics of just a sports team and how, hey, he kind of quit on the franchise and he asked for a trade and all that stuff. You just see Vince Carter, Vince Kennedy, Air Canada leaving the city. Like, that sucked. And especially for a package that from New Jersey that was absolute dog shit, and nobody was essentially coming back in the trade.
And I remember hearing Alonzo Mourning's name and being like, okay, I know that name.
He's never going to play.
And then he doesn't want to come here. I'm like, great.
That was really unfortunate. I remember Sundin's Sundin's last kind of hurrah with the Leafs. It wasn't like emotional, but I was like, this sucks. You know, my entire existence as a Leafs fan has been with Sundin, like, and then Sundin leaves, and I'm like, this I don't feel good today. You know, I was like, today's a bad day. I like Mats.
This wasn't a trade, but Cujo going to Detroit sucked.
Yeah, that one did suck. I remember that.
Did I ever tell you about the story Cujo told me about that?
No,
I think you did, but I forget. And please go.
Okay, so here's some history corner for you. A lot of the questions here are spectacular. I just want to make sure that I answer them correctly, right?
Okay. There's another show Friday.
Yeah, so we can
come
pick
back
one
with something. We don't have to. I sprung it on you like out of nowhere.
Yeah, and I always, so here's what happened with History Corner, right? There was a situation where I talked about the Ottoman Empire and spoke about the genocide with the Armenian population in the Ottoman Empire, and I didn't refer to it as a genocide at the time, and a lot of Armenian, Canadian, and American and Armenians, just straight up, we have listeners everywhere, reached out and said, hey, that was offside. And they were absolutely right. And so now sometimes when I look at this stuff, you realize even stuff that happened, especially stuff that happened around World War I, all of it still plays into our life every single day. It's why I'm so fascinated with the time period. So I do want to be a little bit more careful with it because it's not flippant. It matters.
Yeah, you control it. There is some stuff that I'm sure you could do fly by the seat of your pants.
Sure,
but
absolutely.
That's
some of the stuff here. A lot of it's Ukrainian, Russian. But I'll have something ready for you on Friday. But I'll tell you this: here's a hockey history corner. You ready? So Cujo, I was at Ty Domi's book launch, and this is where my famous story, if you haven't heard this, of my Say Hi to Phil story. So quick one on that one. Ty Domi and Mario Lemieux are very, very good friends. So there was a lot of former hockey players there. And so my mom and I are going, and Ty Domi, there's still actually a bus in a parking lot that I pass every day that says Ty Domi shift work on it. It's still there. It's still the promo bus for it. And it was, I got to meet Mario Lemieux, whose hands are gigantic. And at the time, Phil Kessel had just went to Pittsburgh. So I was nervous around Mario Lemieux, and I looked at him and said, say hi to Phil. Okay. And he was like, okay. Anyway,
that hurts.
No, and then you said,
what did I say?
Like Kessel.
Kessel.
That's the icing.
I swept that under the rug. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Oh! Damn it. That was like 6 years ago.
Is that a shower scream
that's
for
a
you?
Shower screamer for sure.
Yeah.
Damn it. I wish I hadn't even brought that up because now, anyway, the lesser
I love
story.
that you know what I'm talking about. There's moments, you're just washing your hair and you remember something, embarrassing you said in grade 6.
Yep.
It's the worst.
Yep.
I'm sure Jesse does that all the time. You know how you do?
Can I ask one last?
Well, hold on. Let me tell you this Cujo story.
Sorry. Let's get to the Cujo story.
So, a lot of people, Cujo never said this to me. So I got to talk to Cujo at the party, and he's really, really nice, like super nice guy. And he wouldn't know who I was. Like he was just like, I don't know. Here's a guy who I assume is in broadcasting. And anyway, so we're chatting, and I said, Curtis, I have to tell you, I remember listening to the radio when it said you signed with Detroit. And he said, oh man, he said, well, let me tell you this. And he might have put this in his book, I'm not sure. But he said, I went to training camp that year. And I'm obviously in Detroit for the first time, big star goaltender, whatever, big contract. And he didn't say who, but he was pulling up his socks, and a rookie came up to him. A rookie. Now, you have to imagine what a rookie is like. This is a guy that just signed a $20 million contract, and you're a rook. And the rookie comes up to him and says, wow, those just look wrong on you.
All right, and now we play Who
Was a Rookie
Done
That
It.
Year.
That's so mean.
Well, and it was, and to Curtis's credit, he said, and he was right.
Oh.
He said, I knew I made a mistake.
Okay, there's a
And
greater.
that, I was like, no.
There's a greater than 0% chance that rookie was Sean Avery.
That sounds like a Sean Avery thing. Can we confirm that? Can we reach out to Sean and see if that's real?
Okay, so
I don't know Sean.
the youngest
But-
guys in the team, so there's a 21-year-old. Okay, sorry. So there's 3 22-year-olds, Yuri Fisher, Jason Williams, and Sean Avery. Sean Avery, I believe, Pickering, Ontario. Jason Williams, London, Ontario. And there was a 21-year-old off the board pick,
Zetterberg?
Henrik Zetterberg.
Oh, well, I don't think it would have been Henrik.
Swedish. No, lots of Swedes loved the Leafs
Oh,
because of Mats
of course. And Borja before that.
and Borja before that.
Oh,
It could have been
man.
Zetterberg,
Okay,
dude.
it feels like a Sean Avery thing to say because Sean would just, he blurts, right? He
Why
says
are you
stuff.
trying to torpedo his the old man's confidence like that? Don't do that, Sean.
Like, it's Sean Avery.
Look at Sean Avery's hockey
Man.
pick.
Why does he have those glasses?
I don't know why he has those glasses on.
Oh,
It
man,
bothers
Sean.
me right now.
I would love to know.
What was the exact line?
He said basically that those socks look wrong on you. You shouldn't be here. You should be in Toronto.
Should go back.
And Cujo admitted that to me. He said he was right. And I have to be honest.
I feel like you don't say those things.
Well, I think if you're if you're Sean Avery, and you know what I find with people that I meet from
I guess it's honest.
Sweden, Finland, Norway is how blunt they are.
Yeah.